You want that cake. See, this comes up like this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a Beyonce picture though.
No, that's you have this, bitch.
But why that don't pop up when
I don't know. This is my background now. I don't know. Why the fuck would I put you as Beyonce? You tried big time. Hang up! You still calling me?
Shit, I thought I hung up. God. Don't do it.
Come on, let's start.
Yes. Because all that's going to be edited out because they're going to read. Anyway.
Read who?
You know how them girls
No, I don't. I record and I go home. I don't know how anybody does.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with the new video for you guys. We are here a day early because, Mikkel called me at some fucking 7:45 this morning saying, Kevin, I can't record tomorrow. Now, either we could either record today or we record on Friday. And I was like, bitch, I'll see you on Friday. And he was like, all right, and I hung up. And then all of this news started happening. I said, oh no. Mikkel, you think you can come here today? All right, what time? And now he said, so we're here to give you guys a new video. So make sure y'all, click that thumbs up button. And make sure that y'all share this video on Facebook and Twitter. I don't know what we're going to start with first, but I'm going to let Mikkel
I know what we're going to start with first. We can start with... Now, I wasn't going to talk about it because I just thought it was stupid. Like, the whole Bill O'Reilly blasting Beyonce. I didn't see any of it. I was like, I don't want to talk about that. People were hitting me up like, you should. I'm like, fuck out of here. I don't want to talk about that. So then I get here to Kevin's house, and I'm sitting in this chair that I'm sitting in right now. And Kevin, he asks me about it, and I'm like, I don't really care too much about it. So, I don't really want to talk about it because I don't care much about it. Well, Kevin was like, well, I didn't see it, so I want to see the video. So I say to Kevin, do I really have to sit here and watch it? And he's like, well, yeah. So I'm like, I'm sitting here and watching it. And, people failed, when they were telling me about it, they neglected to tell me that Bill O'Reilly was having a conversation with Russell Simmons, which I'll get to in a minute. So I was shocked when I saw Russell Simmons sitting across from Bill O'Reilly. And Bill O'Reilly was basically blasting Beyonce about her new sexy image. One of the things that he said that stuck out to me was when he said Beyonce is talking about having sex with a man. No, having sex inside of a limousine in her new song, and young girls, young girls are looking up to her, and he told Russell Simmons that Russell Simmons and Beyonce, entertainers like them, have an obligation to young people. Bill O'Reilly, let me just say two things to you. One, you're dead wrong, because no entertainer has an obligation to anyone except for the children that they are bringing up. You, as a parent, Bill O'Reilly, you have that obligation to raise your child in the way you want them to go. That is what the Bible said. The Bible says nothing about Beyonce and Russell Simmons raising your child. That's number one. Number two, Beyonce is talking about having sex in a limousine. Yes, but she's talking about having sex in a limousine with her husband, not with some random Joe out on the corner or out on the street. That is what you failed to mention in your talking points. You failed to mention that. So therefore, you made it seem as though she's talking about having sex with some random guy, when you and I both know that is not what she said in the song. She was talking about her husband. You know what, Bill O'Reilly? You need to stick to the news, the major news stories. Bringing Beyonce on your show to talk about how it is you don't like the fact that she's too oversexed now, and she has an obligation to young kids. It's draining. It is so draining. I am so sick and tired of people saying that these celebrities have an obligation to do this for kids. Parents, it is your job to raise your child, okay? If you feel as though an artist, an actor, or a sports athlete is doing something that you think it is not good for your child, then you as a parent are to make sure that your child is not exposed to that type of stuff. If you don't want your child to listen to Beyonce's music, fine. Don't let them listen to it. If you don't want your child to watch a certain basketball player because he beats on his wife, fine. Don't let them watch, or don't let them purchase that basketball player's gear. But don't sit here and get on television and say that these entertainers have an obligation to your child. No, no, no. I would be a fool if I told anybody, Jay-Z, you have an obligation to make sure you don't say certain stuff so my child doesn't go by. And who the hell, that doesn't even come close to making sense. Russell Simmons, that's what I'm going to need you to do for me. Now, Russell Simmons, I understand that you are close with the Carters. I understand that. I do. Bill O'Reilly basically handed you your ass because he asked you how you felt about Beyonce's lyrics to her song, this and the third. You did not answer not one question that he asked. You started going on about how you go to your daughter's houses and you meditate with them in the morning. I was so confused at what it was that you were talking about. Bill O'Reilly was confused too. He's like, you're not answering any of my questions. And you really weren't. You know what, Russell Simmons? If you see me in the forest fighting a bear, don't help me help the bear. Because I have a better chance of helping my damn self. Okay? You just totally did not. I mean, you know what? I don't even if you didn't want to touch, even if you agreed with Bill O'Reilly, let's just say for the sake of all, that you actually agreed with Bill O'Reilly. You could have been a little bit more responsive by saying, well, you know what? Beyonce's a grown woman, and I think as a parent, it's a parent's job to, whatever the case may be, you know, this, that, and the third. You just totally said nothing. And then you started talking about the atmosphere and the wind and how the water rises. And Bill O'Reilly's like, huh? What are you talking about? I don't even ask you about that. I asked you about Beyonce. Then you started talking about how, you know, your kids, they get up every morning and they go to school and then they're meditating. And I'm like, what is he talking? Like, he really started talking about stuff that had nothing to do with the segment that they were on. Mm-hmm. I was just like, is he high? Mm. Like, I didn't get it. I just think that Bill O'Reilly, you knew how to manipulate that. You knew how to manipulate that whole segment. And for those parents out there who watch your network or who watch your show and know nothing about Beyonce's music or whatever the case may be, I'm sure you definitely got into a lot of their heads because there was a lot of things that you neglected to mention. And I am shocked. But then again, I'm not too shocked because you're on Fox News. But I'm shocked that you would sit there and try to portray it as if this woman is just going around sleeping around with all these different men, when clearly she's talking about having sex with her husband in a limousine. And let me tell you something. That is not my business, nor is it your business if she decides to have sex in a limousine with her husband. That is none of our business. I've had sex in plenty of places, okay? And that is none of your business either. The only people's business that is me and the person I had sex with, okay? And I'm done.
Oh, you know, all I want to say is this.
And I said I didn't want to talk about it, but you made me talk about it.
I didn't make you talk about it. You talked about it. You saying just ran your mouth for 4 minutes talking about it.
Because I had an obligation to do that.
Beyonce's obligation is to make sure that she keeps a clean image. It's not nobody's responsibility, you know, how can I say this? It's not Beyonce's obligation to raise our children at all. But what I do want to say is that, you know, I was a little bit, you know, taken aback by this new image that she's coming out with because I was trying to find out why. And then, you know, I looked at her little documentary and she was just saying that, you know, I'm a sexual person and, you know, I think it's about time that she show her sexual side and everything. But I'm like, you know, oh my gosh, she got all of these children looking up to her like, Tibby and Madison can't watch this new Beyonce. Like, no, I'm not here for it.
Tibby and Madison can't watch this new Beyonce.
But not around
in my car after church on Sunday singing Beyonce.
Not around me.
So,
she won't
to say. I mean, because her
mom
was sitting right next to her.
But first of all,
and guess who told her not to sing?
But first of all, I'm talking.
Me.
First of all,
and I didn't have kids.
Because I don't let them watch Basketball Wives. I don't let them watch that.
As you should, because you're too young for that.
I don't play that shit. Like, you know, I really want to say, why the fuck is that on?
Right.
Turn that shit the fuck off, and if I catch you watching again, I'ma fuck you up. Cause I don't play that.
No, honestly, God, while we were in my car, I had to tell Tibby to be quiet.
Yeah.
Because Amber was sitting there, and Tibby was singing a song, and I'm like, Tibby, you're not supposed to be singing that.
But then again, these kids don't have no idea what they're singing because back in that time, when these little sexy songs, let me lick you up and down, and you said stop, bitch, the last thing I was worrying about was licking anybody up and down. But I was fucking singing it, having no idea what I was singing about.
But go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I was about to say. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. These kids don't know what they're singing about. At least some of them don't anyway. But some of them do. Yeah. But for the ones that don't know what they're talking about and they're singing it, as a parent, it is your job and your obligation to make sure that they don't sing it because you, as a parent, you know what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. Just like me in my car on Sunday, I knew what she was singing. She may not have known it, but I knew it. And I thought, as a responsible adult, that I turn around in my car and tell her, "Be quiet, because you're not supposed to be singing that." And her mother didn't say anything. Mm-hmm. But then again, you know.
And what were y'all doing listening to Beyonce?
We weren't listening to Beyonce. She was singing it. You know, I don't listen to the radio at all in my car, but she was just singing it. And I turned around and I said, Tim, you're not supposed to be singing that. Like, you're not supposed to be singing that. And she, you know her, she starts laughing like it's funny, and she You know, she's just sitting there.
So,
you know, is it me? And then y'all think that I'm serious. Like, no, if I know that a child's not supposed to be listening to certain Beyonce songs, I'm going to tell that child, you're not supposed to be listening to that. I'm not going to sit there and let the child sing it because, oh, I like Beyonce. No, certain things kids are not supposed to be listening to. And Bill O'Reilly, again, don't sit there and try to, and this is not even just for Beyonce, it's for all artists. Don't sit there and try to make it seem like an artist's obligation is to protect your child. That is your child. You protect your child. You're not going to leave your child with a stranger out on the street, are you? No. So then why would you leave it up to Beyonce, a stranger in your house, to raise your child? Oh, okay, I didn't think so. Just like these stupid people out here that were sending their kids over Michael Jackson's house. You don't know him. You just know him from his music. You don't know him personally. Why would you send your child to his house? You don't know that man. I'm done.
Look,
I feel
congratulations,
it's coming over
She
me.
can, I mean, look, Janet Jackson went through her sexual thing, but I don't think she had a backlash back in her time. Because, you know, she was about that women empowerment. You know, the women, we could do this, we could do that, and then...
That's because back in that time, kids wasn't exposed to that type of music like they are today.
But then she started a new sexual side, like, with the I'm talking about on that album. Like, she had love songs, she had women empowerment songs, the Janet album, and then she had little sexual songs, but the baby, once the Velvet Rope came along, and then All For You, Janet just took the sex shit, you know, far, and then I'm like, now me as a fan, I'm like, all right, I know you love sex and everything, but there's more to music than just sex. Like, I want you to sing about some other stuff.
All right.
So I'm waiting for this new album to come.
And it's a total reverse for someone who's been singing about nothing having to do with sex, and now they're talking about sex. But they're talking about sex with their spouse, not with some random Joe. That's why I don't understand. They're not talking about having sex or slurping somebody up that they don't know. It's about their spouse.
Overall, parents, you are responsible for what your children watch and listen to.
How dare I expect Kanye West to come in my house and tell my child, like, you know, people kill me. They kill me nowadays. This is why the world's so effed up, because y'all are too busy waiting for celebrities to raise your child. That's why your kids is running amok. Because you're waiting for them to raise your child. Instead of you being responsible and saying, no, you're not supposed to be watching that. Just like when we were younger, our parents, if we weren't supposed to, let me tell you something. If we weren't supposed to watch certain movies, we could not go. And we, like for instance, when Players Club and certain movies like that came out, I didn't see that until I became an adult. Why? Because I wasn't allowed to go see stuff like that. You know, maybe in your house you were allowed to see stuff like that, but I wasn't allowed to see that in my house because Marcy and Mike said that's rated R and it's strippers. And when Players Club came out, I was only 10 years old. What is a 10-year-old supposed to be doing in a movie seeing that?
He was only 10?
Yes.
Players Club is 98.
No, the Players Club is 97. That's not 98.
Really?
Yes,
Okay.
and I guess I just told my age. But still, the point that I'm trying to make is when you're at a certain age, certain things you're not supposed to be seeing. And your parents are the ones to tell you yes or no. Because if you can't look to your parents to tell you right from wrong, then who do you look to?
By that time, we had already learned about sex in school and stuff. I was like 5th grade.
Yeah, because you're like 7 years older than me. So I would imagine.
You tried it. But I mean, it wasn't nothing like, in the beginning, all right, close your eyes. But then once I got to teenage phase, it was
that's
like,
a bit different. Yes,
you can watch real sex and text cat. That was my shit. And then them little.
But you knew. But see, this is the thing. You knew not to watch that when your mom was around.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But I'm saying. But listen, we could watch. Not saying that she was okay, but we would watch that stuff. Like it wasn't nothing bad. Like, bitch, I'ma fuck you up if I catch you. No, my mom was just a little different.
No, but see, the thing about it is, it wasn't, bitch, I'ma fuck you up, but it's a sexual content to it. Now, if you think it's okay to watch real sex and Taxi Cab Confessions, then it should be okay for your nieces and nephews to listen to Beyonce's lyrics.
Come on.
Because no. But see, listen to what I'm saying. Nowhere on Taxi Cab Confessions, no, they weren't fucking and doing all that. But it's the sexual content, and it's the message that's in the show. That's why certain parents didn't allow their kids to watch it. Now, like you said, your mom let y'all watch it freely. Fine. But certain parents didn't let them watch it, and my parents were one of them. Why? Because the message that was in the show. Maybe your mom was oblivious to the message, but mine wasn't.
Bitch, don't fucking try.
I'm just saying.
Like I said.
I'm just saying.
She just wasn't as... My mom was not like that.
Right.
And we came out fine. But what the fuck you trying to say, bitch? You can go home. I'm fine. We came out fine.
I know that's right. You better go ahead and stand.
That's right.
But go ahead, because you had a butt.
No, I'm just saying. I just don't. I wouldn't want my nieces watching. Just like
You would-
Amber might let them watch Basketball Wives. But bitch, if I'm
Uncle
around,
Kevin
you're not
says
going to
no.
watch Basketball Wives. No.
Would you let
And
your nieces
Bad
watch
Girls
Sex
Club
and
and
Confession?
hell no. But if she want to watch it when I'm not around, all right.
We all
Sneak and
watched it when the parents wasn't
Shit.
around.
Okay.
I snuck and watched it when they wasn't around.
But I like those shows. Like Real Sex wasn't always just it barely was about like porno. It was just different sexual activities that people used to do. Like it was to me it was a good show, and I don't think Real Sex should have never been canceled.
No, listen, it was a good show, but
And
you gotta
then-
realize something. Parents wouldn't allow their kids to watch it because of the message of the show. Of course, we think that it was a good show because it was a good show. But as a parent, you have to protect your child, especially when you have a young child, against shows like that. Because you're right, not every episode of Real Sex was them having sex. It may have been them visiting a sex shop, but it was the message in it. The kids at 11 and 12 or 10 should not be watching something with adults visiting a sex shop. No, do you think they should?
No, but
Oh,
I'm just,
okay.
but hey, some people are raised different.
But it's not about being raised. It's about being responsible. It's not even about being raised.
I think my mom did a great job, especially.
I didn't say your mom didn't
I'm
do a
just
great
like
job.
you know, like just when it comes to a lot of stuff and speaking and everything, like I knew the things to do and the things not to do.
Right.
Like I wasn't fucking crazy, okay? Like I knew not to fuck up in school because one time we was just casually walking down the street and she's like, "Yeah, your teacher called here," and she was like, and I had to lie to her, and she was like, I had to lie to her saying that I knew about you failing in class, and then she stopped me in the street and was like, "Let me tell you something, I will fuck you up. I will do this, I will do that," and I straightened it
Why
up.
did she have to lie that you were failing?
Because she was embarrassed that, the teacher calling her to tell her I failed. Like, who wants to hear that about their child? Nobody. So she was about to fuck me up in the middle of the street. But anyway, Real Sex, I want them to bring Real Sex back.
I'm just trying to get the whole story.
You don't need to know the whole story. Just know that I was in the 8th grade and I was fucking up in social studies.
And your teacher called
and she called my mom to find out if she knew that I was in danger of failing. And my mom lied and told her yes. She's like, he gave me the paper, but I misplaced it. But I knew what was going on. But she ain't no shit.
Right.
So
the teacher probably was on the other line, something that I probably would do today and say, "Oh, you know that he's failing. Mm-hmm. So what are you doing to change that?"
No,
because some teachers.
I don't know no teacher. Bitch, girl,
you got some teachers like that. Okay.
I wish a teacher would.
I'm just saying. Because let me tell you something. No, let me tell you something, Kevin. Let me tell you something, Kevin. Because I got a friend who's a teacher, and I ain't gonna shout out what school they work at. But let me tell you something. If I call somebody's parent, if I call a student's parent, and I tell their parent that your child's in danger of failing, because I'm calling them to let them know this, because obviously I don't think that they know because the child is still coming to school and failing. Mm-hmm. So I'm calling you to let you know that your child is failing. And you as the parent turn around and tell me, "Oh, I know." So then the next question for me is going to be, "Oh, you know. So what is it that how is it that we can work together to make sure he doesn't fail?" Because if you know, then what's going on at home? Because what do our parents always tell us? If you act up, people think that shit ain't being done at home. So a teacher's going to automatically think, well, if you know, then what the fuck ain't being done at home?
I ain't know no teacher that ever talk like that. All my mom just know is, if you call me, I'm going to fuck him up.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. But see, I ain't no teacher ever going to say, "But what are you going to do about it?"
That's why I'm in the wrong position.
But it'd be like, but she do be like, if your child do this again, it would be a suspension. Then my mom, 4th grade, she got tired of that one time. But I was good, but a bitch never knew how to shut up. Look at the smoking, shut it down.
Right.
But she came up there with that belt and whooped my ass. I ain't never had no problem after that.
One of my friends actually got taken away from their home a long time ago because of the fact that they weren't doing good in school. No. And like schools do, they gotta call the cops now. Well, no, they didn't call the cops at first. They contacted the parent. Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
Contacted the parent. And the mom was a little bit oblivious to what was going on. So then school said, okay, well, we're going to see if things are going to change. Things never changed. So then they got a little further involved and realized that mom wasn't doing what she was. So then they came and took the child out of the household because they realized shit just wasn't going down.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, to take it all the way back to Bill O'Reilly, and I'm sorry I keep going back to him.
But we're still
talking about it, yes. So, the point that I was trying to make earlier is, it is the parent's responsibility to make sure that the child is doing what they're supposed to do and is watching what they're supposed to watch and is listening to what it is that they're supposed to listen to. Not the responsibility of the artist or anyone outside. Because, let me tell you something. The reason why when your child is sent to school and they ask for contact of the parents and stuff, because if something happens to the child, whether they get hurt or they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they need to have somebody to contact at home to let them know, okay? So therefore, they are expecting the person that they contact at home to let them know is going to do something about it. Okay? And let me tell you something. Every time those teachers call my mom, she done something about it. Okay?
I hate it interim reports.
Okay.
Them white interim report slips back. That's how you know if you in danger of failing or not. They be like, okay, this
I got that twice in my entire school life. I got that twice. But I never failed a grade. So, because those ass whoopings, I just got tired of getting. My dad said to me one day, I'll never forget, my dad said to me, aren't you tired of getting your ass whooped? Yes, I am. But, you know.
I hated those things. But that's how you knew if you was in danger of failing. Your mom had to sign it. Your mom or your father had to sign it.
To let them know, because if they sit and sign it,
and that meant and that's why the social studies used to call my mom.
That's right.
She was like,
because something's not being the fuck done.
Well, anyway, y'all, hey, and then don't let y'all kids watch the Scorpion show. Cause they be watching our show.
I told that girl in New York
stopping us.
Remember when I told you in New York when I left the Beyonce concert and the girl told me, she said that you got hard with her because something about her doing it. And I told her, well, she ain't supposed to be watching. Like, you got mad at Kevin, but he was right. She's not supposed to be watching. No, what you mean? It's all right. I let her.
All that shit we be talking about.
Your child's 14, she's supposed to be watching her.
They gonna have a book on us. All the shit we done did.
Okay. No, not all shit.
I don't know. Cause I got my own book on it. Okay,
damn. Not me.
So to get on some serious stuff, you know, some of the girls got us together talking about only thing y'all know is the Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean. No, bitch, I know all of my fucking oceans, okay? Don't fucking try me, bitch.
I didn't see those comments.
Yes, they said it was like, and then, but see, I didn't know that it was in the Gulf of.
Nobody did.
I didn't know which body of water, bitch.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Does it really matter which body of water they were over?
Okay,
all that matters is that we can't find that fucking plane.
It was like it was in a Gulf. Or it was over the sea. I'm like, okay, when I grew up, I knew Indian, Arctic, Atlantic, and Pacific Ocean. And I knew that it was Gulfs, and I knew that it's seas and lakes and everything, like, bitch.
And ponds.
Yeah, one of them cities got 10,000, fuck, Minnesota got 10,000 lakes, bitch. And,
ain't nobody got time to go swimming.
It's the 5 lakes, Lake Erie, St.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
we
all
get
the
it, you know it.
I know my fucking bodies of water.
But at that
Lake
time,
Superior,
we really...
Lake Erie.
But I could have swore we were talking about what we thought they were flying over. Like, I didn't think it was... Somebody took...
A couple of people went off. I mean, yes, and I replied to one of them like, "Ooh, excuse you." No, but you know I ain't get nasty. Are you fucking kidding me?
Like,
I need some designs for that shirt.
Are you kidding me?
I need somebody to help me with that because that's a moneymaker right there.
You know what?
Right there, but you know what I'm saying.
Wait, but you know, I think
they went off. I mean,
I didn't see.
It was several. Excuse me.
They literally take literal. They really.
Bitch, they will light you up. Like they take pleasure in you saying something wrong. One thing wrong. They're like, bitch, it's not right. You said it wrong. I'm like, well, damn. Just correct me, like, don't overcorrect me, because I don't know where y'all learning your stuff from, but it is more than 2 oceans in this world.
That's what they say.
Yeah, I'm like, but we were only Atlantic and Pacific.
That was all we were talking about.
Yes.
Because we weren't for sure where the plane was flying over. My main concern was I don't give a damn if we was flying in outer space. We can't find the fucking plane.
Yes.
That's what we were basically talking about.
So the news came out today that actually is breaking news within the last 2 hours.
And people wonder why I don't respond back to them. And then they go to you and say, oh, he's so ignorant, he don't never respond
See,
back.
I used to be
Because
real
it's like,
ignorant.
it's no point in responding back to people because you say something and they say stupid
then
stuff.
they take it to heart. Then they be like, I've been watching for 4 years and you want to talk to me like that? One person, I bought 30 of your shirts, bitch. Ain't
No,
nobody
you
buying
guys, you ain't buy no damn 30 shirts because I ain't see that money.
Okay.
Sorry, see that?
Okay.
So you didn't do
But
that.
I do want to say thank you to everybody. Look, once we put these new shirts up, okay,
They started selling.
y'all started buying.
You know why?
But I want to know where your pictures at.
But I see, because the designs had to change.
Yes, okay.
Well,
that was 2 years ago. Okay, it's a new era. I told y'all we were starting this new year.
Right.
And y'all been buying them Ashe shirts up. So shout out to y'all. And if you haven't got your shirt, you need to get yours because I want to see, and I want to see y'all in your shirts. Like,
30.
Is it hard to take a nice little
30.
picture? Like what?
30 shirts.
30 shirts. And was like, bitch, and you talk to me like shit.
30 shirts?
That's enough.
You got 30 pairs of bodies? Well, who you putting on?
Okay. I don't even own 30 shirts.
Me neither.
I only probably own like 4 or 5 shirts.
Wait, the Scorpion show or regular
The
shirt?
Scorpion show.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Now you know this fucking closet got a bunch of millions of
Yes.
shirts. It's almost time to get rid of that winter shit and start get ready for summer. And I can fit most of those shirts. So y'all know ain't nobody gonna
That
tell me
was
nothing.
hilarious.
Yes. But anyway, there was a sorry for going off.
About the
But
ocean.
make sure y'all get them
Right,
shirts.
because you have to let y'all know, we
Yes.
do know that there's more than one ocean. Okay? It's
Yes.
the Nina, the Pinta, the Atlantic, and the Pacific.
And don't fuck that up.
Okay,
The Nina
now.
Pinta and the Santa Maria. Excuse me, Maria.
Okay, because like, you didn't say Maria, you say Marisol. Oh my God, I was close. They both Hispanic.
Bitch, y'all need to get on Wendy Williams because she will fuck her name up and don't care. She will fuck it up in front of your face. I'm like, I don't know. And then I was watching this interview on Monday where she had one of these girls from that movie. What's that? Veronica Mars. She had one of the girls on there, and I mean, it was awkward. And she was like, "Did you read that from Wikipedia?" And Wendy was like, "I sure did." I was like, and then the girl was
got together.
Then the girl was unresponsive to some question. I was wondering was she high or not because she was like, "I don't think I could tell you that." And I'm like, "Well, why are you here? Anytime you can't talk, why are you here?"
How would you go there?
Like sugar coated or something.
Right.
But the Malaysian flight.
Pebbles.
Oh, you tried it. I can't even talk. Look, let me just let y'all know that there's been some new information that China have released some satellite images of them seeing stuff floating in the water, like 3 different images. I'll bet you tried it. Okay, not off of where the plane crashed. How you doing? To the right of the map of where the plane last was seen on the radar.
Because if you get the water messed up.
Oh, girl. You know they fuck you up, you fucking wrong. You get it wrong. Oh, damn, I would love to see you at your job, how proficient your work is. Bitch, you must make millions of dollars, girl. You could curse me out.
It's all.
You know what I'm saying?
Certain people should see certain things. And I think you were the one who was supposed to see the water comment because I totally missed it. I was like, I didn't see it.
Yes. Oh God. So you know, I still want to send my prayers out to them because I can't imagine not having no closure of where my loved one is. All I know, well, I mean, I don't know if they're going to be able to recover bodies, but you know, like you want to know where the hell they at. Like, okay, the plane crashed. Can I get something back from them? Will they be able to retrieve anything? And I just hope that it's done. And then today, there was another tragedy in New York City. Now, I want to get on some people. The reason why the news says that, you know, there was no terrorist activity is because we all know what happened on September 11th. Mm-hmm. So anytime you hear anything about an explosion or, you know, anything collapsing, it has to be let people know that
It wasn't terrorist, because if they don't let us know that, then we're going to assume and think that it was after, like what Kevin said, after 9/11. So yes, they have to let us know that, so then people won't be running around in a panic thinking that we're about to be
blown up and stuff.
Yes. So go ahead.
So there was a building collapse in New York City. I believe they said 2 buildings and a lot of car windows got blown out.
Did they ever determine if it was an apartment building?
It was an apartment that had like 8 rentals. They said it was a church. It was like a lot of stuff
inside of one building.
Okay. And it was at 116th and Park in Spanish Harlem, New York. Don't judge me. I'm telling y'all what the news said, okay?
Because if you get the street wrong,
and the location.
Not at 100. It was not over there, Kevin, okay? Because I live over there. My cousin lives over there. Yeah, always getting stuff wrong.
And some people was letting me know. I know you know Calvin. Calvin was a highlight of our Scorpion Show barbecue last year because he was just dancing and killing it. Calvin with the gold hair.
Oh, Forever Cal.
Yeah, Forever Cal. See, we got to call people by their...
Yeah, well, no, I don't call him Cal. I call him Cal. Oh, that's why I didn't know who Calvin was. I'm thinking Calvin. And then I didn't want to say who's Calvin because, say, how do you not know who Calvin? I was like, oh, my God. So you know how they do.
Yeah, he said he lived 2 blocks away, and it was a mess. Like first of all, there's a lot of people saying it was a mess. I found it weird that CNN was a block away from the site, and the lady didn't want to wear a gas mask. Like, are you kidding me? I am not infuming none of them toxic fumes, because we seen what happened with 9/11 when them people
was getting sick
and dying from that. Like it might have took a while, but not me. So it was a gas explosion, a gas leak that led to an explosion, and that is crazy. Yeah. Like somebody called 15 minutes before it happened, and they were like on their way to the site. They said they was on their way, but the blast happened, and we just had an explosion over in New Jersey where a complex blew up. Over 25 homes, and they found the body of one lady burnt up on the car. It's like you have to be careful when it comes to them gas leaks, and the people need to be. I don't know if they were doing any work over there or not, but I know they said the last time I looked at the report, 2 people were dead and 16 people were injured. What happened over in New York? So I want to send my condolences out to the families and to the people that's affected, because they said they felt that blast a mile away. People was like, I woke up scared because it was like a boom or a sound that they never heard of before. So I'm glad that I'm glad that it wasn't nothing terrorist connected. I'm sad that people lost their lives and lost their homes and stuff.
I just saw on CNN that they said that 10 people are still missing.
Oh my God!
And it's sad because gas leaks are really, really, really dangerous and scary. Because looking at this picture, this was a big building. How many stories did it say it was?
I don't know.
I don't know, but there is leveling 2 5-story apartments. There's that big hole in the middle of it, and that was a major, major explosion. In order for that to take place like that, I can't even imagine being in there when it happened.
No, I wouldn't want to. It reminds me of when that building collapsed downtown with the Salvation Army, when they was knocking down one building, the other building fell on top of it and charged.
Oh my God!
And then they were still pulling some people out hours later. Some people still survived, and I think 6 people had died.
And the fact, and what's so crazy, because that Salvation Army, I never even knew the people went in there.
Yeah, I went there once. That's where I got my Mr. Brown outfit from.
For Halloween. Yeah. I never knew that people would, because every time I would go past there, it just seemed like it just didn't get a lot of business. But then when that happened, and I heard how many people were actually in there the morning when it happened, I said, damn, people actually went in there?
Yes. Yep. It had a lot, but it had a lot of stuff. Like, you had the first floor where it had records and
I didn't know all different. I thought it was just the one floor.
Yep, and then they had the basement. When you go in the basement, they had coats and clothes and sweaters, long sleeves. They had a lot of stuff in their basement. Like you can get some good shit from the thrift store.
Well, yeah,
let that be a lesson to some of y'all out there. Everything ain't Gucci and Prada.
I know that's right, Kevin.
You get a lot of nice stuff out of there. And plus, I don't even wear Gucci and Prada. I was just letting y'all know. Because you could get some vintage name brand clothing out of there. You never know what you'll find in there.
That's true.
So, Yeah. So that's all I wanted to say about the New York stuff. What other serious topics we had? I mean, you had the notes, bitch. I mean, we can go off my notes.
No, I'm saying, oh my God, to me.
Can we talk about Porsha? I mean,
yeah, we can.
Oh, the death row inmate. Yeah. The death row inmate, his name is Glenn Ford. But all of y'all bitches is celebrating Boosie. I don't even know who the fuck Boosie is, and I don't know why he's so celebrated. Like, what did he do for music that everybody's all on his dick? Like, I've been hearing Free Boosie, but who the fuck is he? Like, don't judge me. So, yeah, but anyway, while y'all was so busy celebrating him, there was another inmate released last week on the same day as
Was Boosie arrested for something that he did do?
All I know is that I heard it was something about marijuana, but then I heard he potentially had some people killed, but he got off because they didn't have the proof that he did it. So I don't know, but I know Justin J. Shout out to Justin J. I never talked about him on our channel, but he has some good videos and he be going off. Justin J 1232, and he be getting bitches together on YouTube, and he made this video rant about how people were celebrating Lil Boosie. And what else did he say? He was saying that he was saying basically the same thing with George Zimmerman. He was like, y'all celebrating him, and he's getting off on the same reason why George Zimmerman, because he ain't had no proof or none of that. Go to his video and check it out. But I really don't care too much to talk about Lil Boosie because I don't know him. I don't care. But anyway, while y'all was so busy celebrating that, we had another person released from prison that was locked up for over 30 years on death row, like sentenced to die for a crime that he didn't commit back in the 80s. And his name is Gerald Ford? No, that's the president. Glenn Ford. His name is Glenn Ford, and CNN was asking him how did he feel about, being arrested. He was saying that, first of all, his family wasn't even there for him, more his friends was there for him.
No, it sounded like he said that his family was there and his friends wasn't. Because when they asked him, he said, my family. He said, but my friend. He said, no friends. At least that's what it sounded like he said to me. But either way, somebody wasn't there.
Okay. And of course, he was like, do you have any resentment? I know he wanted to say, bitch, what the fuck do you think? Yes, I would have resentment. You locked me up for 30 years, but he said, I'm not bitter. He said, I'm not bitter, but I do have resentment. And, I feel bad. I can't, because he was accused of being somewhere where he said that he wasn't. I don't know how they found the proof 30 years later, but he's out. And I feel bad for these inmates that get locked up. He had a all-white jury, so nobody... I think all juries should have someone of that person's race.
It should be people of color.
Or diversity.
It should be diversity on a jury. It should never be one race. And I can't believe in 2013 we allowed the media down in Florida to tell us that all whites were supposed to should be on George Zimmerman's jury because we already know how African Americans feel about it. I can't believe we people didn't protest about that. Like, we protest about everything else. I can't believe people didn't protest about that. Like, that in itself is just ignorant. Mm-hmm. It's ignorant to allow them to tell us we know how y'all already feel, so we ain't gonna get no, because it's such a touchy situation, so we ain't gonna get no. What? And we actually allowed them to tell us that, and we just went right along with it. And then you know what happened after that? Jordan Davis happened, and who did they get?
A chicken boo, a dumb chicken boo. She better not ever come back on TV. I better not see her. I'm in Florida. Don't let me stop before I get sued. But I don't want to see her.
You gonna see her at Sizzle because she looked like the type to be there at the girls' party.
She might be.
Might be. That's why they saw her coming.
They was waiting for it.
They was waiting. They said we gonna get our one. We got
another one. Nigga, y'all.
We got another one.
I want y'all to go back and watch that video. That's the first video that we ever had where YouTube was like, no, it's too much for us, and you got to be over 18 to watch.
Which one?
With my mom going off about Chris Brown and Larry King. Make sure y'all watch that video.
I'm not in that video, but it's hilarious.
No, it was. You wasn't there when
it was y'all all were here. It was like y'all were watching Larry.
She was like hanging from the highest tree. She was going.
We got another nigga, y'all. We got another one. It took us 40 years.
It took us since Martin Luther King.
Since Martin Luther King. Got one.
Porsha
Stewart.
Porsha now Williams, okay?
Excuse me. Oh, because she got rid of that.
Yeah, she got rid of the last name. Porsha, I don't know who the fuck was your attorney. Was it Phaedra? Because baby, she gets nada.
I thought
nada. She gets nothing. No alimony. None of that NFL retirement money. I don't know if she still get to keep that spousal support.
Or that
she don't get the house, the cars.
No, I'm talking about the house that she is leasing to buy.
Oh no, I heard she's out that house.
She thought
they
that
said Bravo bought that house. Okay.
And put her out.
Like, okay. Because Shaka Khan was her being in there. And Bravo got her house, and now TMZ reporting that Porsha might be getting kicked off the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I mean, really not gonna have a check
Porsha is just not winning, and this is like the downfall of reality shows.
No,
sometimes
she's gonna win. You know why? She's a beautiful woman, and she's gonna go and find her a new.
Hopefully a billionaire.
She's gonna find her. She's gonna do what Drea did.
I hope, and hopefully she's smart by getting the damn. Wait a minute, she didn't even have. Did they have a prenup?
No, they didn't. Because remember, Peter said
and she still didn't get nothing. Nothing. And you done gave up your 2 years raising his kids, and you got absolutely nothing. But you know what? It could be a blessing in disguise. And you gave that man his name back.
Yeah,
let
me tell you something. She's starting over fresh. She took a heavy blow, but she gonna come back.
I want her
She's gonna come back.
But I want her to get her mind right first. Because,
she's go back to school.
You can't buy your brain, but you can enhance it over time.
Yeah.
And that's what she needs to do. Because Porsha.
She said some crazy stuff.
She still do.
And she still do.
Like, you talking about his celebrity was tainted, and I had to do something about it. Mm-hmm. Like, who admits that?
Right.
Like, you really giving it up on him.
In front of Kenya.
Okay. And then Kenya got the nerve to be making blogs about people's weddings, marriage. What the fuck for, bitch? You worry about your marriage. Where the fuck is this man you been fucking? Like, I like Kenya, but then I don't like Kenya. Get it together. Who you talking to?
Oh.
You all right? What's your name? How you doing? You all right? Because I set it up in here. Straight bow.
Wait a minute. Kenya. Kenya is... Can you imagine, sitting and talking to her? She's delusional.
I mean, I could have a conversation with her, but she would think she Beyonce.
I couldn't. You know why? Because after a while, Kenya start going off in La La Land, and ain't nobody got time for that when I'm being serious.
Not when you can get a role in one of her movies.
One bitch. I'd rather stand and run through Roosevelt Boulevard on rush hour traffic.
Well, don't do that. Okay. Bitch, you ain't making it out of that.
Okay. Yay! Because Kenya, she says she's a Hollywood actress.
Nice. I want Kenya to do something besides just the Real Housewives.
She can't do nothing.
Like, what else can she do?
Nothing, because we know her as Kenya.
But I want her to, bitch, you got your own production company.
What happened to the DVD?
Film a movie.
But then they say her DVD did good, better than Phaedra's. And she had the receipts, too. She did have the receipts for Phaedra that day.
Maybe we should do Donkey Booty and, it's too late now because I don't want to do that stuff. But we should have done it back at the time it came out and see which one was a better workout. Because it looks like Phaedra's getting kicked off the show, and it looks like I heard Cynthia might be getting.
They're tired of Phaedra.
They're getting rid of everybody.
Because they're tired of Phaedra not wanting to participate, and because she don't want her husband to be
she
there.
Just had the babies, and she's messing up the show because her husband stealing the shit.
Yeah, he's stealing, and she knows that he's stealing.
But see, that would be good to live that out on TV.
Yeah, that would be. That'd be real good because I want to know what's going on. What?
So yeah,
you know, it'd be real good eventually catching Apollo and Kenya.
Ooh,
because I know he was.
Yes, because you seen that clip. He's like, you know, I could have had you if I wanted you.
Yes, he told her that.
And she's, oh, I
got And where's Phaedra? Somewhere in the back. I don't even like that.
She was.
But they, no, I don't even like that. They know I don't even like that. Phaedra, if you don't take your dumb ass over there and get your man or get your boy, okay? That's what he is, a boy.
Her eye candy.
Her eye candy. And he know he want Kenya. Mm-hmm. He know he want her. He want her just for one good night.
Oh, I think he probably did fuck her already. He probably did. They fucked.
Or if they didn't fuck, they probably definitely did. He grabbed on that ass.
They did something. See, you could have text phone message records, but you ain't had a real phone records where they was talking on that fucking phone.
Talking on that phone, talking on that phone.
And he knew what hotel she was in, so he probably called her on the hotel room and stuff. Or she could have deleted some of those text messages, but hey. Anyway, Porsha, we feel bad for you, girl.
We do. I feel bad for you, Porsha. But I mean,
But you get knocked down, but get back up.
We fall down.
Bobbi Kristina.
Bobbi fucking Kristina.
Now listen.
With an S.
Let me tell y'all something.
Houston.
Now I don't judge skinny
Bobbi
people.
Houston.
Bobbi Kristina Houston.
Bobbi Kristina
Houston.
Houston's Brown.
And what's her new last name?
Nick.
Houston again?
No, Nick.
Gordon.
Bobbi Kristina Houston's with an S. Brown Gordon. You got a lot of long names. You got a lot of names.
Baby.
You got a lot of fucking names, bitch. Bobbi Kristina Houston's Brown Gordon. How the fuck do I write that on the invitation?
I don't know. This is Bobbi Kristina.
You are cordially invited.
Oh my God.
And don't bring Sissy. And Sissy gonna get
Sissy gonna turn it out, okay?
Everybody.
She's like, I don't even like that.
I like that.
I don't even like that.
Whose great grandmom is that?
Bitch, you tried it.
Sissy Houston is a legend. Aretha said no, don't shake my hand.
Yes, we didn't even talk about that. Wait, before we talk about Bobbi Kristina.
No, talk about Bobbi.
Patty and Aretha, okay? I don't know what went on with y'all, but y'all too damn old for this, and this is why these young R&B singers can't get along, because y'all old asses got stuff on them, but it ain't bad.
It ain't bad.
It's a Riri. Riri walked through that door like she was walking through the View, and then looked like she was coming from the View.
And never took her fur off.
And for what? I'm Aretha fucking Franklin's with an S.
Let me tell you something. As far as living legends is concerned, it's Aretha Franklin than everybody else. Because Aretha Franklin said, bitch, I have all those Grammys. I was the voice before Whitney, okay? I was the black Whitney before there was a Whitney, okay? And let me tell you something. As much as we laugh at Aretha Franklin, and as much as we throw shade at Aretha Franklin, go back to her old shit. And I'm not even talking about recorded shit. Go back to all her live stuff. YouTube has a large collection of Aretha Franklin's live stuff. When I tell you Mama could sing, and when I tell you soul was coming out of those pipes, like Jesus had birth soul in her pipes, I don't applaud being arrogant and disrespectful to people and being on this high horse. But I can see why Aretha.
But see, Patty on her high horse.
Yeah, Patty.
Let's not get it twisted.
But what you won't do is read my grandmother. That's what you won't do.
Patty's on
Because let me tell you something. Patty about but she had it out. She gets credit.
She get
because Aretha Franklin don't give credit to nobody. Nobody. She don't. She don't.
She said I'm the queen. And now Patty on the other hand, Patty like I don't fuck with all these other bitches.
Cause she don't.
I do fuck
all
with
the young bitches.
She said I fuck with Fantasia.
And Christina.
That's
right. She fucks with them.
Not too many.
Not too many.
You know, she liked some of the other girls.
She kept it real.
Just cause she ain't said anything.
But see, Patty kept it real.
Yeah.
You know,
everybody. I'm not gonna be sitting in the class where everybody's a diva because they're not. And I think she take offense to R&B divas LA. And ATL.
Okay.
Like, bitch, y'all not no fucking diva.
Because she's tired of one of them. Which one was it? Nikki or Kelly saying she was booked?
Kelly.
But Kelly was booked.
Kelly got a new song out that y'all ain't buying. But I sampled it on iTunes. It is good. And I think she came at Lil Mo. Because she was like, she wants to be a diva, something, leave her. And then she's like, ain't nobody got time for that. Like, you gotta listen to it, but the flow of it is cute. So shout out to Kelly Price. If you ain't got her last album, Kelly, it is good. It is really, really good. But anyway, back to Patty.
Go to Patty.
Patty been on her high horse for a long time.
She has.
But you know what? Once you reach a certain age, when you in the industry for 5 fucking decades,
okay,
you get to say, yeah, I like her, I don't like them. This, you know, you've been in the game for so long. Like, you know, I was mad at Dion for a minute, but then I was like, wait a minute. These girls been here a long time. And they still here. And we should be glad that they still here.
Right. Dionne Warwick is one of those artists that you be like, wait a minute, she got all those receipts?
Yes.
Yeah, Warwick got receipts.
She's second to Aretha Franklin on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yes, she is.
50-something songs. I mean, Nicki Minaj might break it only because of her feature appearances, but, you know, I'm talking about their songs reaching the top 100. And that was hard back at daytime. Are you fucking kidding me?
Black women.
Yes. They
in
were
the 60s and 70s.
Like, singing. Like, I read up on Dionne Warwick. And I'm like, I know she had her little singing group. I mean, her singing duo. And then when she broke off with the duo, her career wasn't like that no more. And then when she got right back with them, shit went right back to where it used to be. And, you know, she went through a lot. Like, they would steal her songs over in the UK and say, we're not going to play her music. We'll get a white person to sing it. And then it'll be #1 all over the charts. And she was tired of people singing her fucking songs.
That was the same thing with
that's crazy.
Little Richard.
Yeah.
They did the same thing to him.
Stealing his song, white
person was singing it would blow up. And a lot of people back then didn't even know that Little Richard was the original one with the song.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Dionne and Patti.
Yeah.
I mean, Patti
and Aretha. Go ahead. So Aretha walks in. I mean, it really do look like she was walking on the set of The View when she came in. And then, you know, she's just walking, waving at everybody. And then Patti grabs her arm, and that arm went like this. And Patti, my pants falling down. I should have worn my belt. Excuse me. And Aretha just kept on walking with her fucking coat. Now, to me, that's shade. You got fucking Patti LaBelle. Don't tell me you ain't see Patti LaBelle. You probably was mad that Patti fucking rocked that stage before your ass came on out there. Like, I'm gonna show you, bitch. You want to fucking show me up, bitch? I'm gonna show you. That was probably in her head before she walked out there. Because don't think it ain't no competition. You talking about women of soul. And we're singing at the White House for the president and his wife. So everybody up there was singing. Mm-hmm. Everybody, okay? They're from Ariana Grande to Aretha Franklin. They had Jill Scott, Patti LaBelle, and mind you, they only had black women. Ariana Grande, she's black. To me. So let me stop before they get me. But they was all up there killing it, doing this song. I ain't watched it yet. But excuse me, I knew they was killing it. You have all of them, they're killing it. But you know, everybody went off. And then McKell was like, well, she did hug Patti afterwards. But I'm like, it don't matter. Yeah, it was that snub from the beginning. Like, who does that?
Let me tell you something. To me, when I first watched it, I thought that it was them trying to help her through. That's what I got from it. You know, maybe I'm a little, you know, naive about it. But that's what because when I saw the end, when you watch the end and you see Aretha come off the stage, I think one of the first people that she gives a hug to is Patti LaBelle. They give a hug and they say something to each other, and then Aretha Franklin keeps walking. So, and I mean, it's funny to watch. It's definitely funny to watch. But I just think that, you know, over the years I've seen Patti LaBelle tribute Aretha Franklin on numerous occasions. So it's not like they haven't been in each other's presence. Patti LaBelle has gone to certain events honoring Aretha Franklin, singing for her.
Has Aretha ever honored Patti?
No, she's never honored Patti. No. But then you got to think about it. Patti LaBelle rarely gets honored.
True.
You know what I mean? Like BET, when she gets the BET Awards, but she rarely gets honored, and that's the upset that I have with the whole industry, because I feel as though Patti LaBelle, they snub her a little bit too much, and that's why I wrote into the Kennedy Center Honors to have her honored this year. And hopefully, if she's honored, then that'll be the biggest honor.
I think they already picked their honorees already.
No, they don't announce them until September, and they don't pick them until the summer.
Oh well, maybe you should get that YouTube campaign going and tell them they honor.
Right. Yeah. So if you guys want to, because now the Kennedy Center Honors, what they're doing is you don't even have to. You can now, the viewers can now write into them nominating who you think should be honored. And of course, naturally, it has to be somebody who's living. It can't be nobody dead. It has to be somebody living, because the person who they honor has to show up to the event to be honored. And so you can go to Kennedy Center. Well,
.gov.
Yeah,
Just Google it.
Yeah, Kennedy Center Honors, and then the website will come up, and then get whatever case may be, and then you'll know where to go from there. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. I thought it was funny, but then I didn't really pay no attention to it. But like I said, Aretha Franklin is a diva. She is a true diva, and Aretha Franklin, to me, I've noticed over the years, she's one of those people that I don't think I would be comfortable in the room with. Because she's one of those people that she seems like she would nitpick everything. She seems like a nitpicker. Like, you know what? I noticed too, when she did that interview with Wendy Williams. Now, I thought that was a fun interview with Wendy Williams. Yeah, I actually enjoyed Wendy Williams because I could tell that Wendy Williams was a fan and she was excited that she was interviewing Aretha Franklin. But some of the stuff that Wendy was saying, Aretha was taking a little too personal, and she was being a little snippy, with Wendy. And I was just like, Wendy is so fucking dumb and goofy that all that is not even necessary, Aretha. Like, it was awkward, and I felt, for like the first time in my life, I felt bad for Wendy Williams.
But Wendy probably already knew, like, all right, Wendy knows shade when she hear Aretha.
Yeah, she do, but I think because of the fact that it was Aretha Franklin and she's a fan, okay. She, you know what I mean? But I just thought that Aretha has this high horse attitude, and I just felt like, because let's be for real. When Patti LaBelle does interviews, she is fun. She's fun in her interviews. She can get real, but she's fun, and she's never rude or disrespectful to the person that's interviewing her. But I just felt as though Aretha was a little too snarky for it. Like, and I'm thinking like all that is unnecessary. Like, it really was unnecessary. Kind of like a certain person that we interviewed a long time ago, but I will not say any names.
Yeah. I knew that's what you think about.
But then that's neither here or there. Because if you notice, they're no longer here, but we still are. And that's actually it is.
Wait, so Bobbi Kristina got these new photos out. Not new, okay?
Because I don't want to see that.
Baby, now I don't judge skinny people. Because y'all know our aunt is skinny. But, bikini. What's her name? Bobbi Kristina.
Houston Brown Gordon.
It looks unhealthy. Like an unhealthy skin. It's like
how her mom
with your body.
Jackson special. Remember when Whitney came?
Yes.
Remember that?
Oh.
And then she tried to act like it was nothing wrong.
Oh my God, that was like Whitney. They had to add 10 pounds to you.
Right.
Like, how the fuck you adding weight to
somebody on TV when TV's supposed to make you look big? And then when Diane Sawyer put out the picture, see, Whitney, you didn't look healthy right here. Whitney said, "What?" I look fine. Diane Sawyer. We don't talk about Barbara Walters. Diane Sawyer is a shady. She was
shady that time.
Yeah, she got Whitney together in the interview. She pulled out the receipt and said, "No, Whitney, look." Whitney said, "No, I was fine." She said, "No, look, Whitney, look."
She was frail. And Bobbi Kristina, when she was growing up, she was a chubby thing.
She was very chubby. Especially on that B and Bobby Brown show.
Oh,
remember that?
Ooh. Yes, I remember. I want the DVDs, but they ain't show.
Let me tell you something.
Shit.
Every episode, Whitney and them was high.
Yeah, and Whitney did not like people.
No.
She ain't like people.
Because she was high
she
at that
was
time.
Like, leave me alone. Like Whitney, I know you're
That's
eating,
because
but
Whitney was
you.
on those drugs. Mm-hmm. And Whitney's attitude while she was on those drugs was fucked up.
But she
probably didn't want to be around.
She probably like
yeah, she probably didn't, but I'm sure drugs contributed too because she didn't want nobody to see her in that light. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because she knew she was fucked up. Mm-hmm. But she didn't want, because people look at somebody in a minute and say, "Oh, they on drugs."
Look at you, baby. Oh, they on drugs.
The truth. Let me tell you something. My mom and dad, that was one of the first reality shows that my mom and dad ever watched. And my mom and mind you, my dad don't watch stuff like that. My mom and dad watched that show faithfully. And every episode while I was in my room, I would always hear my mom and dad say, "Look at her, she's high." Everybody knows what high looks like. You know what I mean? My mom and dad grew up in North Philly. My dad grew up in the projects. They all know what high looks like. So you don't have to be up close to somebody. I can be, they're high. And then somebody tell me, "What do you mean? How you gonna say that?" Bitch, you can't tell when somebody's high? If you can't tell when somebody's high, then you need to be a little bit more street smart. Because your head is all up in them books. I need you to close that book and go outside. Like my mom used to tell me, go outside. And see, my mom, when I was coming up, my mom, when she said go outside, that didn't mean go outside on the block. That meant go off the block. My mom was one of those moms, go outside and play, meaning go explore the neighborhood. And don't come back until it's time for you to come back in the house. That's how my mom was. Don't come back until it's time for you to come out the house. So trust me, I was able to grow up and see what the fuck was going on outside. Okay? So I know what high looks like. And Whitney Houston was high on every episode of Being Bobby Brown, especially that Mother's Day episode when they was in that golf cart. Remember when he surprised her?
She had on white.
All that all white and that Kango. Let me tell you something. I know what she had on because I was faithfully watching that show.
You know what?
What? Faithfully.
There will never be a real reality show like being Bobby Brown.
Now that is what you call unfucking scripted. That was before reality shows got scripted.
I got my life when she was singing one of them Black Eyed Peas songs. I forgot what song was it. My Humps, and she was waiting for the fuck. She was like,
no, I got my life when they was fucking at the mall, and she put on those hats. It was like, bitch. Whitney Houston high on TV. Do y'all see this? This is Whitney Houston.
And I got to find.
I love the Lord. That's her. And she's high. When they all went to the mall and they sent Bobbi Kristina on her way, mind you, she was like 9, and they sent her on her way, and she came back with all these hats. And Whitney put on one of those fur hats like they wear over there in Russia. And she's like, what the fuck is the name of Whitney Houston? What? Oh. Whitney Houston? That was Whitney Houston on TV, high as a kite. When just 10 years earlier, she was on TV, on the movie singing, I love the... What? That is that Whitney Houston.
Oh,
girl, Whitney, I got my life from her.
Wait.
But no, I'm sorry to cut you off, but Whitney was the original kid. She was the original kid. Whitney was the type of kid that she wasn't trying to be funny. And she was the type that you would laugh, and she'd look at you and say, what are you laughing at? This bitch is laughing. What the fuck is he laughing at? You know, she could curse you out and you'd be sitting there laughing.
So,
like, you're high.
And then Bobbi Kristina was high on every episode of On Her Own.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree, and it really doesn't.
Like, she looks disgustingly skinny, and you know, Bobby, you need to get help. And like, I know y'all smoking weed every day. You and your boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
That's
her husband.
Oh, excuse me, her husband.
Boyfriend.
That's fighting your cousin and shit. Like, they was gonna add it on Twitter.
But I need to see. You know what? As ratchet as that show was, I think if they came out,
I don't want to watch On Her Own again. Because it was bad because Pat Houston didn't get shown in the good light. Pat Houston was shown as an enabler. Because if she's acting this way with Bobby, she was acting that way with Whitney. Because why? The apple don't fall too far from the tree.
And that's why Whitney kept her around.
Yes.
Whitney kept Pat around because Pat was the one that was in between Whitney and Sissy.
Yes.
When Sissy called to talk to Whitney, Pat answered. No, she's busy right now, Mom.
Right.
And that's why Mom don't really like Pat too much. Because remember, she got her together on the Ville.
Yeah, and I told y'all, Pat,
she told
Pat is not a good person. Like, but then Barbara Walters was over that show. I think she's like, why did they make you do something else? They don't make me do nothing. Okay, Barbara, let's get that straight. They didn't make me do nothing. I'll do anything.
And the thing about it is, the way Barbara was talking to Sissy, looking like Barbara is like 4 years older than Sissy Houston.
Well, I can't wait to go watch like the View needs. They had this lady on there, Rachel Campos, something. She is good for that show, and then Barbara threw it in her face. Yeah, you know we didn't hire you. Like why, Barbara? Why would you? I told her that she's too old. She's too old because the tongue is just saying anything. She was like, that's all right, y'all didn't pick me and everything, but...
Oh, so she was one of the people that they were going to pick.
Yeah, she is good for that show because she's nothing but Elizabeth Aspect. And she's a Republican, and she's real strong in her views, but she's good.
See, they didn't pick her because they wanted a familiar face like Jenny McCarthy.
But see, Jenny McCarthy not doing nothing for the show.
She's not doing anything for the show. That's why I stopped watching.
Because the View there, it seems like they're agreeing on some stuff, but then the only time when they really don't agree is when a celebrity do something and Whoopi will say, that's my friend. Or Barbie like, that's my friend.
Everybody's fucking friend. When the shit hits the fan, everybody got friends.
Because they don't want to get kicked in the butt. They don't want to get cursed out by
everybody's a friend when the shit hits the fan. You know, Mel Gibson got on that fucking camera and cursed everybody in the fucking racist hemisphere out. And Whoopi, that's my friend. He's not a racist. That's my friend.
She said it today.
Everybody's a fucking friend.
She was like, because they were talking about Mel Gibson have a comeback. She was like, well, you know, when people on drugs, they do crazy stuff. She's like,
she knows.
He's racist. She's like, I don't think he's racist. He might have said some stuff. But a lot of people on drugs say crazy stuff. Hell, I was on drugs and I said some shit.
She sure was. That day when she said she was under that bed when she was on drugs. She said she climbed under the bed with a whole wedding dress on. Now, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
What? What was she smoking? Because I want some.
What?
No, I don't.
Ain't no Barbara don't like to hear that type of stuff.
No.
Not on daytime anyway.
Whoopi keeps it all the way real.
All the way
except
real
when you
on
talk
daytime.
about with her friends.
Okay?
Don't come
from
none of her
Whoopi's friends.
So you get your ass together.
And then when Barbara starts talking about her friends and Whoopi don't agree, she sits there. She put her hair. She put her hand on her hip and then look out to the audience. She goes, you know? That's what she says. You get mad now.
Sherry got Barbara together about Woody Allen.
Yes,
Barbara was mad, okay?
So mad.
Mad to come back the next day and say, oh, you know, we at the View, we love each other, but
that's what Barbara
sometimes we
said.
got to go at each
That's what Barbara said?
Yes.
Yeah, because they probably got her together.
Okay, and then when she went backstage, like, bitch, this is my show.
You don't
talk
ever.
to me.
You don't ever. You know when they come back and say stuff like that, that's because they went backstage and started arguing with each other.
Oh, you know.
Yeah. So then they got to come out and patch smooth things out.
Because in Candy made a video, a lot of people was like upset what went on. Because it's like, how you gonna say you don't believe?
Too, right.
Yeah, you don't think it's possible for him to do that? People are capable to do anything.
Any fucking thing.
Okay. So don't get up there and start talking that dumb shit.
Oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. Well, then where the fuck was you at when your friend was acting stupid? Okay?
That's not the Woody Allen I know.
Well, then the hell.
Bitch.
But that's the Woody Allen I know.
But let me tell you,
I've known that Woody Allen for over 20
own.
years. Oh, everything I know about Woody Allen is him sleeping with kids. That's the only thing I know. And them making good movies that I don't watch. It's always making them masterpieces that I don't seem to watch. But I sure do know about him sleeping with kids.
I heard about
that. Anytime you marry your adopted daughter.
Yeah, adopted daughter.
Who would do that?
Huh?
Yeah, who's gonna do that?
You may adopt their brother. Shit. But I mean, it's nasty to do some shit.
Kevin, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman did the same thing. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, don't even bring his name up.
What is going? Why would you sleep with Morgan Freeman?
Is that a Senate like a cherry?
Yeah,
That
you smell it.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But why would you do that? You adopt your step granddaughter.
That is nasty. Like,
Why would
who
you
wants to
do-
sleep with
what's
that
it
old
called?
dick anyway? Well, you know what? I'm serious. It's old dick. I mean, you slept with old
No, not at all. I don't say that.
dick? Have you?
No.
Okay. You know, because once you get to a certain age, you can't really do stuff no more anyway.
Well, he can.
Yeah, but
That's what the blue
compared-
pills for.
Yeah, they talking about.
And I heard they work.
Have you tried it?
No,
It's
because you know
that
they
do
said.
it.
But you know what they said with the side effects? Because I read up on it.
What?
Not for me, but for somebody else.
Look at you.
The side effects are not necessarily side effects, but it don't work for young people who actually don't have a problem with getting up. Because if you don't have a problem with getting up, it ain't going to work on you. It's only for people who have a problem with getting up. Like you and I, we don't have a problem. Well, I don't know about you, but I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with getting up. So therefore, it's not going to work on me. You know?
And they say if your erection lasts longer than 4 hours.
Then that's a problem.
Okay, first of all, why would you want it to be hard for 4 hours?
Unless I'm in a room with. Never mind.
You know what? You know what? Let's not even go there.
Because you know, when you're in a room with your celebrity crush, I want it to be up all night long. Fuck
I don't
4
even
hours.
have a celebrity.
I do.
Who is it?
And mind you, this has been my celebrity crush for over 10 years.
Who? Oh, well, I mean, you can say that.
No, I can't say it.
Oh, because you don't
it's a
want
mystery.
Shanti to come get you.
You tried.
I'll bleep it out.
No, you don't. You better bleep that out. You better bleep that out. You tried. Bitch. I get voice when I see that picture.
Where's my phone?
The film.
I forgot my
It's
next
under your
note. What was the next topic?
I don't
Well,
know.
it's the last topic because we about to get up out of here for the weekend. And it's only Wednesday. We out of here already. Look, all I got to say about Justin Bieber is, you know, when he did that deposition, like, he is an asshole. He's always going to be an asshole until something in his life had to really happen to him that's dramatic for him to make him want to change. Like, they was asking him questions. He was going off. He was just being real bratish. Like, what the fuck?
Who did he do the interview with?
Well, one of his lawyers, they was doing a deposition for something that happened in Canada about one of the limo driver getting attacked. They asked him about Selena Gomez. They just asked him a bunch of questions, and he was just real rude and nasty and arrogant. Like, I've never seen him like that, and it's not a good look for him. And it's like, damn, Usher, like, what did y'all teach him? Like, it's like he has had no media training whatsoever. But then again, I don't know if he was on drugs. Like, Justin Bieber, who the fuck do you really think you are? You need a wake-up call, because when we look back on this, like, 5 years and 10 years from now, this is not going to be good for you. And, you know, then you're going to be feeling bad about you doing stuff like this. I mean, what are you going to say? Oh, I was young. But no, you knew better. You should know how to treat people with respect. And the sad thing is, you got your mother and your father there, and you still acting like an asshole. This is what I'm talking about that enabling stuff. When you are in somebody's corner, when it's your family member, you are supposed to be there for them and steer them from doing wrong. Like, I think they're just there for the check. He's keeping the checks coming. He's taking care of them very well. So they let him show his ass. And that's not cute. At all.
Ew.
Sorry.
Swallow.
With Selena Gomez. I did. With Selena Gomez. No, bitch, you do. You try it. With Selena Gomez, you know, I don't care about if she keep going back to Justin.
Me neither. I don't know
like
about that
everybody just keep talking about that. Every dummy, you know, realized they was dumb in a certain situation. So she's young. So I'm not going to get on her. But I hope that she actually sees that she is not in love with him. It might be the dick, I don't know, but you could do better than that. Way better than that. You have to be with someone that respect themselves and respect you. Not sleeping with all of these bitches in hotels. Like, how can you take somebody back when you know that they're sleeping with all of these women in brothels and shit like that? Ugh. Coming on a tour bus.
Ugh.
You know, you ain't,
No.
Anyway.
Oh, don't act like you haven't been in a brothel.
Oh, bitch, I've never ever. So anyway, but you've been, right?
Where?
To the brothel?
No, I've never been to a brothel.
Oh, but you've been to, like, what?
No, nothing.
See, look, this bitch lying. What you looking at?
The news.
East Harlem exploded. See, you know what?
What about the shootings here? Yesterday.
I heard it was 9 people got shot and 3 people killed.
And 2 of them was in there. You know, then the other ones.
Bitch. That's scary.
That's very scary.
Then the cops.
And it was only 63 degrees.
And it was barricaded. I told you, did we just tell y'all this shit? Soon as the sun shines, these motherfuckers
only
lose their mind.
63. Just imagine when it gets to 83.
Look, all I know is this: I ain't fucking with y'all in Philly. Like,
people always say, "Where you go out in Philly?"
I'm trying to plan a trip to go to Myrtle Beach, this summer. Sometime in July, I'm gonna go.
You know, we're going to Ocean City, Maryland, but it's a day trip.
Who?
My church. It's for our 90th anniversary. You should come. It's only $45.
Only? If I had $45, I would have been going to.
Oh, come now! I know you got $45.
Yeah, we got to help Mikhail's church, y'all. If y'all, I think somebody took a picture in your church on Sunday and posted it on Facebook. But are y'all back inside the church?
No, not in the main sanctuary, so it wasn't my church.
Oh, okay. But it did look like the insides of your church. He's like, this is just beautiful. And it's really, y'all know it's really nice inside in Mikhail's church. But y'all should come on out to Mikhail's church at 54th and Vine, St. Joseph Baptist Church. Okay, I don't remember the pastor's name. But Reverend Fleming. And I do know the First Lady. Shout out to the First Lady. Hey, girl. And then I want to give a shout out to Gracious, because that's my other girl. She thinks she be directing that choir and stuff. But that's my choir, because they be fucking singing. Okay. So, yeah, so we're going to get up out of here.
Because I'm tired.
Oh, my God, I got a whole week. Oh,
and I was supposed to be here.
We got to do that photo shoot.
Oh, we do on Saturday.
He didn't tell me what time.
Yeah, he doesn't tell me either, but yeah, we do. I have to. Yep, we sure do. I gotta promise him to do that. We gotta promise. Yes. And then I'll let you know about Friday if we're gonna do it on Friday, because I'm off on Friday. So I'll call her tomorrow, because I didn't get a chance to call her today.
Okay. So we're gonna go. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all be safe, and we will see y'all next Tuesday. And make sure y'all watch my Have and Have Nots review, and make sure y'all watch the latest episode of Mama Scorpion, Mama Mondays, whatever it's called. She got somebody together about seeing something about one of her friends messing around with another guy or whatever. I want to tell my fucking business. What the fuck that got to do with you? So make sure y'all check these videos out. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Wait, let me call her right now while I'm sitting.